And now you have glass balls made in under a minute. It's so cool and kind of like warps things when you look through it. Very, very cool. Look at this. An absolutely amazing trail car. When you turn, it's also really, really cool. It makes a really, really awesome wheel design. Fire wheel effect. This is honestly really, really cool. When you want, press the switch and you can launch up by the cannon jetpack. If you're falling to the void, you can press the switch and it'll launch you back up in the air. First, I'm going to show you another really cool trick that's so easy you can literally make in just like 30 seconds. First, make a wall about this size. Then, place some rotated masts spaced out like this. 10 should do it. Yeah, they're called masts. Next, make a room like this. Make everything about this tall. Place a butter block on top of each mast. Then, place a lever, button, switch, potato power thingy, anything that can activate the butter blocks, one press. Next, get a friend in the game and have them join your team. Both of you, turn on PvP mode. Have the other player unanchor blocks, then have them place a dynamite facing off on each block. When ready, press this and now you have a bunch of wooden balls, but it gets much cooler than this. Watch. Now, use any duplication glitch, like the one I'm doing right now, to get multiple mystery blocks. 10 or more should be good. Then, move them right next to the room by pushing them or using the travel tool. But, place a wedge on top of each mystery block, so if they do a TNT effect, it won't fling you or explode the room. Press all the mystery blocks and wait until there's a gold effect. And there we go, finally gave the gold texture, at least in some of the balls. But now, if you paint these gold balls this color, and make all of them 50% transparent with the screwdriver tool, you have glass balls. It's so cool and kind of like warps things when you look through it. In just a second, I'm going to show the awesome trailer car trick. But first, there's a bit more to show for this awesome glass ball trick. Blue looks really cool. Oh, and you actually can clone these, by the way. So with the travel tool, you can just clone them like that. Let's make a box full of them. I'm trying to make a glass ball pit, but it's not really working. Still pretty cool. You can also use your trick on cannon turrets to make even smaller glass balls, like this. Let's do it. Oh my gosh, it's lagging so much right now. Wow, that's a lot of balls. What happened here? Oh my gosh. And a bunch of seats, because there's seats in the actual turret. And here are the glass balls. As you probably can see, these are much smaller than the balls we made before. Here's the comparison. As you can see, the ball we made before is about 2 times as big. So yeah. Wow. Please like and subscribe. I post some awesome videos like this. And you can always unsubscribe. Big spheres versus small spheres. Big thing to Sea Thinker for finding this awesome symbol trick, and Kvaza for helping out. Now, the trail car. And this is actually really easy to make, so let's get into it. First, make sure blocks are anchored and turn merge level to red. Then, select the metal block and place 2 of them. Remove the bottom and then scale this one to be like this. So, like this, over here should be 6, 4, 22. In the middle, let's place this. Now, scale this to be about 5 blocks long. So, over here should be 2, 10, 2. Now, do this. So, over here, move it down 1 block. So there should be a block space over here, as you can see. Now we're going to scale it into this block and make it really long like this. Oh, it's not centered over here, so let's center it. There we go, it's centered now. So the exact dimension should be 2, 2, 38. Now on top, build your car or platform if you want. But don't make it longer than 8 blocks, so the Z-axis should be 16. The bigger you make your car though, the bigger this block over here should be. Then, when you're done, place a car seat on your car or in your platform. Now select the regular wheel, make sure it's this one, and place it on the bottom of your car. Now, place a wood block on each wheel. Then, select each wooden block with the scale tool, and set the scale number over here to 7. Scale it up, and then scale it down, and do that for every block. There we go. Now, select the metal block again, and place 2 of them here, and 2 of them here. Do the same over here. Now select this specific wheel over here, make sure it's red over here, that way you know that it doesn't turn. Rotate it like this and place one halfway down over here. You see over here, it's halfway down. And the same thing over here. There we go. Now select the one that does turn right next to it, so it should have green over here. And do the same thing, halfway down, halfway down. There we go. Now select the dragon harpoon. Yup, you guessed it. Obviously the trail itself comes from the dragon harpoon. Alright, now rotate and tilt the harpoon to face up like this. Do it on this one too. And do the same thing, but on the bottom too. Oh, let me fix this one. There we go. So, 4 in total here. Now, let's do the same thing on this side. If you don't have enough dragon harpoons, just use any duplication glitch to clone them. All looks good. Here, I'm actually going to make this bigger since my room is pretty big and tall. Alright, now it's centered. Now if you have the bind tool, unbind all the harpoons to the car seat. There we go. Now select all with the screwdriver tool and make everything uncollidable except these wheels over here, and only these wheels. Okay, uncheck the collision checkbox. Also, select all with the screwdriver tool and click over here next to the wheel speed, and then all the wheels should be set to the wheel speed 50. And then make everything except the actual body of your car and the car seat invisible. Just like this. Now save. And when ready, unanchor all, hop in your car seat, and just drive. And look at this amazing, amazing trail. When you turn, it's also really, really cool. This is really, really unique and original. What's also really cool about this trick is, if you make a wall or block that stops the car, like this, and then you drive towards it, and then you can make this invisible, it makes a really, really awesome wheel design. Wow! You can also obviously select all, and make the wheel speed slow, like this. Oh, what is going on? Huge thank you to City Cat over here for making this awesome trail car trick. Alright, the last trick of the video, the awesome cannon jetpack. Let's get to it. This one is also really, really simple to do. Make sure blocks are anchored, then place a regular seat. Select the plastic block and place it on a seat. Then select it with the scale tool and set the scale number over here to 0.5. Scaled all the way like this. Then make it 2 blocks tall, so over here should be 2 for 0.5. Now place a block here, select it with the scale tool and extend it out 2 times. There we go. He'll scale it down twice, like that. There we go, looking good. Now select the cannon obviously, and rotate and tilt it to be upside down at this angle as you can see. Now we're gonna place it over here and right next to it over here. So it should look exactly like this. In the middle there are 2 wheels right next to each other. Now select both of these cannons with the travel tool and only these cannons, and select the rotate setting. Over here the number should be 15 and rotate it to be like that. So the cannons are now facing down completely straight. Now select both of the cannons again with the travel tool, but this time select the clone setting. Set the scale number over here to 0, and now clone the cannons until you have 8 cannons in total. There we go. Now place the switch on top, make these plastic blocks invisible, and if you want, save. When ready, sit in the seat, place the cake on the seat, make it invisible if you want, remove the seat, unanchor all, and when you want, press the switch, and you get launched up by the cannon jetpack. If you're falling to the void, you can press the switch and it'll launch you back up in the air. Thank you to Algorithm for helping make the prototype for this. You can also add a parachute if you want, like this. If you do it though, I highly recommend using the delay block. Let's try it. Okay, now let's wait a few seconds. And there should be a parachute any time now. There we go. And now, you slowly fall down. There we go. Boom. What was that? Now I'm kind of riding on the back of him. Instead of dragon harpoons though, you can use a bunch of torches. Doing this makes an awesome fire trail. Check this out. There we go. Let's test it. Make sure we reload before testing it, otherwise the torches will fall everywhere as you can see. I forgot to make the torches uncollidable and it does this really, really cool unintentional effect. This is honestly really, really cool. Wow. There we go. An awesome torch car. Oh, as you can see, I kind of left a couple dragon harpoons on accidentally, so that's why it does this cool line effect, which actually makes it even cooler. Wow. And like before, when you add something to make it stop, it does this really, really cool fire wheel effect. So awesome. You can also use your trick to make a trail bike, like this. Here's how everything works when it's visible.